Next enrichment activity, pool, kids pool full of balls. Wow! What do you think about that? You want to come in? Good job. Good job. So, I mean, this is enrichment enough. This is a great, if you have younger dogs, socialization exercise. Wrigley's kind of stepping on the balls. Good job. But what we're gonna do today is throw her dinner in here. It'll be like a giant puzzle bowl surrounded with stuff. So I'm also going to take leftover pieces of wrapping paper and wrap some of her kibble and treats in this, and also toss it into the pool. And just to make life more interesting, you can also toss your dog's toys in here if you don't want to get a pool and the balls. I think this is just fun to have around, and for next summer it'll be fun to put water in. But you can throw your dog's stuff in here and throw a bunch of their kibble or treats in here too. So let's get your dinner. Okay, so wrapping paper, kibble, puzzle toy on its own, tossed in with the other puzzle toys. Tissue paper, also great. We like to shred this stuff, huh? Yeah, I know, that's one of your favorites. You're standing on the tissue paper. There you go. This might be something that I would suggest if having a food bowl right in front of your dog is going to be frustrating. Do this when your dog is outside and then bring them in. So, too, with all of my enrichment videos, if this is something that your dog is going to consume or otherwise potentially harm themselves with, don't offer it as an enrichment thing for your dog. This is something that Wrigley really enjoys as a shredding material. And I bought all wrapping paper that doesn't have any glitter or any extras around it, so she's not going to hurt herself with it. And I was wrapping gifts earlier today, and I'm just using the scraps that are left over that I'm going to throw away anyways. So we get to have extra fun with this. With all the enrichment type stuff you're giving your dog, just make sure that it's safe and that you're supervising the entire time, and it's really fun to supervise them while you're doing this stuff. Oh, you know, hold on, almost done. Okay, now we're gonna add more stuff. Okay, so pool full of stuff. I wrapped kibble inside all of the leftover wrapping paper. Now I've got extra kibble. What I'm gonna do here is just take this. Can you get out of the way? Thank you. Good girl. I'm gonna take this and just toss it in. So I'm having a lot of fun with this. This is brand new. Wrigley's never done this one before. We're trying it out. I think it'll be a great summer activity, so we can reuse this with water involved when it's actually warmer outside. And it's like a giant snuffle mat for your dog. Okay, lady. All done. Go find it. Okay, so we're gonna let Wrigley work on this as we're watching, and yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff in there. So you guys do not have to get a pool this big. You could use a box at home, kind of like my enrichment boxes that I've showed before. Use something that you already have in your household. It could even be like a bin like that, and it doesn't have to be separate balls that you buy or anything. Just toss your dog's toys in there. You could also literally just take their toy bin, toss kibble, toss treats in there, and let your dog sniff all of these things out. But I think that this was something I wanted to get a pool for her anyways for next year when it is warmer out, and why not? So have fun with it. Okay, so she's gotten most of the kibble out of here, and let's see, that probably took, what time is it? 6:28. Probably took a good 15-20 minutes, I have to say. So obviously you can make this harder if you want to toss like actual, where do I have them? Where I put my puzzle toys. Yeah, kind of in here. If you wanted to toss actual store-bought puzzle toys, I could load those up and then toss them in here too. I could put bully sticks in here, different items like that, stuffed Kongs, that once your dog actually finds them in here, they will go work on that item for a while and it'll last them even longer. So yeah, this was a success. It was super fun, and it looks so fun too, right? So I think that this is just a good option for just an extra thing to spice up your enrichment in your house. If you have a kids pool around, or like I said, any sort of something like a box that you can contain a bunch of items in, and then throwing a bunch of stuff in there. We're kind of aiming for giant indoor snuffle mat. It's very cold outside at the moment, so bringing the fun in here, kind of like the treat scatter in the grass game that I talked about, we're kind of just bringing that inside, and the wrapping paper, tossing that in around the time that we're all wrapping gifts potentially anyways, utilizing that one more time before you actually recycle it. So I think that was a success. Was that pretty fun? Yeah, we'll have to do that again. So I hope you guys have a good
a good holiday week, and we'll see you again shortly.